right, welcome back to The Bright Side. I am Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for joining us, friends. Got a letter from Mark. He says he's a 43-year-old male, 210 pounds with classic metabolic syndrome, prediabetes, obstructive sleep apnea, heart pre-ventricle contractions, PVCs. I also get eczema on my hands. I've had IBS, he says, since he was 8 years old, and it flares up with stress. I love the term metabolic syndrome, by the way. Metabolic syndrome is a term that was coined by I believe he was a cardiologist, a physician anyway, in California, Dr. Gerald Reaven. He coined the term metabolic syndrome. He was trying to describe something that he had seen that involved a syndrome, a complex of different symptoms that involved blood pressure problems and weight gain problems and cardiovascular disease and skin problems and adrenal and thyroid problems. He called it metabolic syndrome because it seemed to incorporate everything in the body. Metabolism is the sum total of biochemical reactions that happen in the body. So metabolic syndrome, if you've heard of the term, simply means everything is going wrong. It's basically a disease state that means your whole body is falling apart. And guess what causes metabolic syndrome? Diabetes, the number one cause of metabolic syndrome, and the main cause of diabetes is digestive problems. So once again, you got your whole triangle of disease issue. Digestive issues, blood sugar issues, adrenal thyroid issues, and then the entire body falls apart. You can call it metabolic syndrome, but you can basically think of it as your entire body is falling apart. So Mark is dealing with metabolic syndrome issues. First thing you want to do, Mark, is you want to make sure that you're dealing with your digestive issues. IBS, since you are 8 years old and flaring up under stress, means that you still do not have your digestive system under control. The eczema on your hands is also a sign that there's probably digestive problems. There's probably issues around fat absorption or fat intake. It could be you're either not absorbing your fatty vitamins or not absorbing your essential fatty acids, or not taking your essential fatty acids. Folks, I've said it before. I've said it many times before. Eczema is super, super easy to treat. Eczema is a classic manifestation of an immune condition secondary to a digestive problem. Cells are not growing fast enough. But the way you want to look at eczema is like it's a good thing, because it's telling you there's something going on in the body, and as soon as you correct that, you'll notice your eczema disappears. It's like the canary in the coal mine. It's like a signaling system. Eczema is not the enemy. It's a signal that something is going on in the body. So for Mark, who's dealing with prediabetes, sleep apnea, heart problems, eczema, IBS, that tells me that Mark is not controlling his basic issues, which probably involve poor food choices and nutritional supplementation. But here's the really interesting thing about Mark's letter. Mark says that he got himself on whey protein. You heard us talking on the radio program about whey. He says he really needs to shut down his sweet cravings. And reading from his letter, quote, "I tried an unflavored whey protein from Now Foods. They make a good product. It did the job with my sweet tooth, as it should." And then he says, "I was disappointed to note that one scoop of the product in water raised my blood sugar 30 units higher than normal. Glad I was testing and reproduced the results on a second try. What can I do to use whey protein to curb my sugar cravings without a blood glucose spike? Is the high glucose spike due to glycation of the branched chain amino acids? What would you recommend? Try egg powder or another whey product?" Well, here's the deal. The body can only handle so much protein, and it will handle that protein effectively if it needs the amino acids, if it needs the building blocks of that protein. That means if you're working out, if you're exercising, if you're building muscle, if you're doing something that requires protein, your body will use up that protein. Now, some of it will get stored, but unfortunately, if your body doesn't need the amount of protein that you're getting, what will end up happening, especially with these things that are called the branched chain amino acids, which are super important for building muscle, if you're taking a lot of these BCAAs, these branched chain amino acids, or a lot of protein, and whey protein is a good source of the branched chain amino acids, if you're taking a lot of these things but you're not using them, the body will turn it into sugar. And yes, your blood sugar will go up. Unfortunately, after that, the blood sugar will get turned into fat. So eating more protein, or eating high amounts of protein without your body needing that protein, if you're not working out, if you're not exercising, if you're not growing, if you're not recovering from something, that whey protein will raise your blood sugar. Yes, it will get turned into fat as well. So here's what you need to do. You still want to be on the whey, and the experience in the reduction in sugar cravings is very helpful. You don't want to lose that. So a couple things that you want to do, Mark. Number one, reduce your dose of the whey protein. I'm not sure how much you're taking here. Let's see. It says 1 scoop of the product. Try half a scoop. Try a quarter scoop 4 times a day instead of 1 scoop once a day. Try to do your whey protein after you come home from a workout, after you come home from the gym. If you're not working out, get yourself on a workout program, and not just a walk around the block and not just a bike ride. Get yourself on a workout program that's requiring muscle building, that's going to force your body to build muscle. Go to the gym for a little bit. Do some push-ups for a little bit. Get yourself a pair of dumbbells and do some curls. And kinds of workouts, move your body real slowly. It'll put more stress on the muscle, and it will require more protein synthesis for repair. You'll get better use out of the whey protein. That's a really interesting point that we don't talk about a lot. If you're taking in high amounts of protein, especially building proteins like whey protein, and you're not building and you're not using that protein, you can have a spike, an increase in blood sugar, and that can ultimately put weight on you that you don't want to put on. So take your whey protein, take smaller doses of whey protein, and take your whey protein after meals, or after you come home from the gym, after you do some kind of workout, after you do some kind of muscle building workouts specifically. Thanks for writing, Mark. I know you had a bunch more questions, and if you're listening, I will be giving you a call in the next couple days and we'll chat. Okay, our number is 866-582-9933. We do have a couple lines open. Let's take our...
Hi, Coast to Coast listeners. I'm Kay Zwirling from KSCO Radio in Santa Cruz. I'm 93 years old, and I'm a big fan of George Norrie because his topics and guests are fascinating and really get you thinking. George is just as bothered as I am by all the advertising you hear for toxic prescription drugs that make you sicker, not healthy. I prefer to give my body all 90 essential nutrients it needs for life, to prevent disease, not compound it. My favorite complete supplement is Beyond Tangy Tangerine from Longevity, which I take every day along with EFA Plus and Beyond OsteoFX, which together are called the Healthy Start Pack. I recommend you go online to criticalhealthnews.com to purchase these products. That's criticalhealthnews.com, or call 855-949-RADIO.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
You know, improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R-value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
It's no secret that government and big business buy in bulk and get huge discounts not available to the little guy. Until now. Introducing a breakthrough crowd buying website where people can join together, buy in bulk, and get massive discounts on millions of popular products. It's TogetherSave.com. TogetherSave.com. You can save 20, 30, or even 50% off tablets, smartphones, cars, appliances, textbooks, sports equipment, video games, and much more. All with free delivery. Check it out. TogetherSave.com. Visit now and start group buying today at TogetherSave.com.
By now, you heard about Bitcoins, but did you know that over 65,000 businesses accept Bitcoins? Listen, if you're already earning Bitcoins or trying to make money in the Bitcoin market, you've got to know bidbit.co, because at bidbit.co, you can receive Bitcoin by selling your personal items or business products. You heard right. Whether personal or business, you can now buy, sell, and auction your products quickly, easily, and securely at bidbit.co. That's bit.co. bidbit.co.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey Guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit goberkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products, most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
Great minds think alike. The network for the independent-minded. The Genesis Communications Network. GCN.
We are back on the bright side. Nutritional pharmacist Ben here. Thanks for joining us once again. We're here every day, 8 to 9 Pacific, 10 to 11 Central, and 24/7 on the archive page at brightsideben.com, where you'll find a shopping cart with all the longevity products, including the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. You'll also find a Join Now link in the upper left-hand corner of the page at brightsideben.com. If you click on that link, somebody will get back to you with information about how you can join the team, how you can get your longevity products wholesale, how you can make a little money selling longevity products. You can also call Phyllis and Andy or Nasima or Angela or Janice or Frank or Danette or Marcy at 866-735-2470. Okay, back to the phones we go. Robert in Idaho, what's going on?
Hi, Ben. The good Andy Anderson said to give you a call. I'm a retired veterinarian. The question is, do you have any suggestions or recommendations regarding the sleep deprivation associated with chronic fatigue syndrome?
Yes, here's my recommendation. Go to bed. No, I'm just kidding. Here's what you need to do. Number one, there's some incredible nutrients that can be helpful for relaxation. Melatonin is stupendously important. In fact, melatonin, given its benefit to toxicity ratio and its cheap price, melatonin is one of the most important supplements you could ever take. Take it before bed. It'll help you with dreams. It's very important for pineal gland health. The pineal gland is a very important little gland, I'm sure you know this, doctor, in the head that is responsible for melatonin and serotonin balance. I take personally 9 milligrams of melatonin before I go to bed, but certainly you can take 3 milligrams of melatonin before you go to bed. That can be very helpful. Secondly, if you have any cortisol issues, if you're dealing with hypercortisol, you want to work on the adrenal glands, stabilizing cortisol. There's some great nutritional supplements for that. One of the most important is the entire B complex, but especially vitamin B5, pantothenic acid. Consider taking 1,000 to maybe 2,000 milligrams, 1 to 2 grams of pantothenic acid a day, but make sure you're taking it with the entire B complex. You never want to take one B vitamin without taking the entire complex. Magnesium is also very important for the adrenal glands, and it's got some tremendous relaxation effects. I'd be taking maybe 1,000 milligrams of magnesium before I went to bed if I were you, or whoever's dealing with the sleep deprivation issues. And then 5-HTP can also be very helpful. 5-HTP is involved with serotonin balance as well. It's a precursor to serotonin. You take 100 to 200 milligrams of 5-HTP before you go to bed. That's another strategy for you. There's an interesting nutritional supplement called theanine. It's a kind of amino acid, a non-protein amino acid. Theanine, THEANINE. It's found in green tea, so you can drink decaffeinated, of course, green tea, and you can get some theanine. But you can also supplement with a couple hundred milligrams of theanine before you go to bed. And then there's also a really interesting nutritional supplement called GABA, G-A-B-A. It's actually a neurotransmitter-like substance, and you can take 100 to 500 milligrams of GABA before you go to bed. Some people get benefits from using lecithin before they go to bed, and again,